Homelessness is a housing affordability problem. It's driven by high rent and low vacancy. It's not caused by mental illness or addiction. So the surge in homelessness we're seeing today and in 10 cities, as your study is discussing, is the result of the cost of living crisis. So I'm going to discuss this with a bit of an analogy. So you've all seen, you know what I mean when I talk about musical chairs, right? Musical chairs, you get 10 kids around 10 chairs. And imagine in this game, there's one little kid, a girl named Alice, who's got a broken ankle. So the music starts, they take a chair away, the music starts, and the kids all sit down except Alice. So if you asked Alice, you said, "Well, how come you're not in a chair?" She'd say, "Well, it's because I've got a broken ankle and I couldn't get to a chair fast enough." But is the issue, is Alice not in a chair because she's got a broken ankle or because there's not enough chairs? The fact is there's not enough chairs. So when we measure inflation using the consumer price index, right? Unfortunately, the CPI measures inflation based on a middle income basket of goods. For low income Canadians, 80-90% of their income goes to pay for food and housing costs. So for them, the inflation rate isn't 2 or 3 or 4 or even 6%. It's tied to the cost of the two biggest ticket items that they have to pay for, food and housing. Now, depending where you live, we've been seeing food increases 10% a year and rent increases over 20%. And that's what low income households are facing. That's their real inflation rate. And they have far less ability to absorb these incomes.